gonna change my camera view. There we go. Setting up. Okay. All right. Go get my iPad. Oh, matter of fact, just turn the TV on. Some apps. Be with y'all in a second. Ain't nobody on anyway. Just in case somebody talk. Go on YouTube. Come. Trying to get this done before Saturday Night Live come on. Come on now. Library. Your videos. I don't know how. I don't know how to go to the live. But, oh well. Here we go. Sorry if I can't see what anybody's saying yet. But I'm getting ready to go. So, what I'm doing here, I have some heads that I printed for some other projects that I've been doing, and these were for some commissions that I did. So obviously that is Wonder Woman, and this one is Captain Marvel that I did for someone. So I'm not using these heads; these are throwaway heads. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paint a white head, and they've already been primed and dried, and I did a. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart, but I did a zenithal highlight on them all. So I'm gonna do a white girl, a light-skinned black girl, uh, uh, um, a brown-skinned black girl, and a dark-skinned black girl. And here we go. So what I'm doing, I use pretty much the same colors for everybody. So it's not really rocket science to get skin tones. I know a lot of guys, I watch other people's channels, and I've watched some professionals that are in the game, and some of their names are on these paint signatures, and I've seen them say black skin and all that shit. Such as black skin. Yeah, we're called black, but there's no black skin. It's we're all shades of brown. Okay, from white to dark skin, it's all shades of brown. Okay, so you gotta you gotta change your way of thinking and your vocabulary. You want to come across to people the correct way. Okay, but I like all these colors that you see out here to get to where I'm going. So I do like, as your guy over in England likes to say, with the pinkle. I like to use I like to use the pink as an undercoat or a base color. I'm not gonna use much because it doesn't take much. So I'm gonna water it down a little bit with a little of my hold up. I don't need an airbrush and I don't need a paintbrush at the same time. But I don't need both. So I'm gonna water it down a little bit with some diluted water. Well, distilled water, I mean. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I don't do many lives, but I'm doing this with some distilled water. Clean that brush because I'm gonna need that again. That's my little Vallejo brush. I'll use that one to mix paints, and I also paint with that one. But I like the Monument Hobby paint brushes. They're great. All right, so coming from below doesn't take much, and these aren't like prepped uh because these are my throwaways. They're not prepped where they're gonna be glamour heads. They have defects in them, so that's perfect for something like this. As a matter of fact, these Monica Rambeau heads, they normally the hair is separated from the head because what I did for one of my clients, I've been making these Navy uh, chief heads for him. Oh, I've been doing the full body, but I've been commissioned to do some Navy stuff, and I'm not putting that on my channel. That's why I haven't been making much videos lately, because I've been busy with his stuff. So sorry I haven't been posting much, but I've been busy with doing shows, and I've been busy with commissions. So that's why you haven't been seeing much. So doing the undercoating with this, and I believe the best paints out there are these Monument Hobby paints. They're great. Let that dry up a little bit, and I'll speed along the process so we don't have any drippings. Um, I will speed it along with some. I'm just flushing my color out with a little bit of that water. That way we got a fresh start. All right, I'm done with that. It's got a little bit left, but I don't need it. So I'm starting with a fresh cup. It's a little waste, but I got a lot of cups. So I'm just gonna dry that a little bit. And with Monument Hobbies paint, I learned that you can use the cold setting on their paint with your air with your blow dryer. And no, I didn't have to go and get my wife's blow dryer because I'm a licensed cosmetology. I gave her blow dryer, motherfucker. For all you guys that have to think manly all the time. All right, you see it's drying pretty good. And I'm gonna do this without a wash. So my next would take me there. Boom. Okay. So next step is for the lighter girls. They're going to get a little red. A little too much, but oh well. And I'm being cocky because my new favorite store is down the street, Kaboom, and I have some stuff there on consignment. Ooh, don't want that in there. I got a little. Ooh, that little flake right there will ruin the rest of the night. And I'll be sitting here cleaning my air gun instead of painting for you guys. Okay, so okay, so I'm coming below and just hitting her her neck, ears, hit her eyes, hit her nose, cheekbones. Boom. Neckline. Put a little life in her face. That's gonna come back and do us good. Now this girl, hey, she's black. It doesn't matter. She still has blood under her skin. Still has blood on her skin. Okay? Don't be a goofball. It's not hard. If anybody's hollering at me, sorry, I only got one device operating right now. And that's my phone that I'm recording from. I'll get my setup back right later. Same deal right here. Boom. All right. On to the next brown. What's up, lady? How you doing? You gotta talk to them. You gotta be nice to them. You want these people to be nice to you and come out right, look good on your tabletop later. Hey, talk to them. So just put a little blood in her. But what I'm gonna do a little different with her, I'm gonna add a little mahogany to her later. That's gonna help bring out her shadows. That helps also, especially when you're going and doing that on her body. When you're doing that to her body, it's gonna turn out well. So I don't need that no more. Let's flush that out. And you can get a paper towel. No, I'm rushing, but I don't have to rush that much. Oh, I'm looking up here above me. I got some people up here. Hey, you guys watching that 7 that's watching? Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. And if you shout it up there, hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I really can't see it because I'm busy. But I'll go back and look later and I will thank you. Okay. So let's grab another cup and be wasteful. All right. And then normally I don't do this like that. Sometimes I mix in my cup. So, like I said, I got that mahogany. I'm not gonna be that much wasteful, so I don't need that much. And normally I would mix this in the airbrush cup. Okay. Okay. My paintbrush. All right, let's get some mahogany going. Drip. Okay. And you know, I could add this to the brown skin sister too. And when I say the brown skin sister, if If you don't know, I'm in the this one right here. She's not light skinned. She's brown skinned. She's not dark skinned. If you don't know anybody black, then you're hearing it from me. Okay? Boom. I love doing skin tones. All right, pretty much got all that out. So let's flush it. Okay. Now, I got some new colors from Monument Hobbies. This is their this I think this is their Adepticon colors. This bright shadow flesh. I love these, and I've used them on all these skin tones. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm practicing bad habits. Um, so I'm gonna put a little water in there. I don't want that to get solid in there. So let's get another cup. Moving too fast, right? I'm using that color on all four of these girls. Boom. Let's mix it up a little bit. Don't take much. And I know with Monument Hobbies, you can spray this right through the nozzle, but sometimes you take a chance and you it they say, but I mean I do spray it right through the nozzle, and sometimes there's good days, and sometimes you don't clean your airbrush like you're supposed to, and you might end up with a long night of cleaning. So practice good habits. Boom. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, come from below. I'm not spraying hard, full pressure, because I still want that to show through from below. That redness that I already sprayed in there. hmm So this is my base for her. And believe it or not, when I get commissioned, I might have 4 models to do, and they're all the same. So I might have all these faces to do just like this all night. So I'm used to doing more than one head. Okay. So this is my light skinned sister. Got full coverage. And hey, let's get these girls going. hmm This one took a lot of beating in a 3D printer. See those lines in the face. Another reason why she's not getting used. But I could still make her pretty. Uh-huh. Now, this not gonna go to waste. I might need this later. Let's keep that one. So that for the white girl, that's her base. But she still need a little brown, right? I'm not gonna use this because I can use this for the other girls. I like to use this Vallejo air color. This is light rust, and this is pretty much thinned out. This is the model colors. Their air brush paint, but thin it out sprays on pretty good. I love this stuff. And you can mix it with the Monument Hobbies paint if you want to, and it works out well. Um, I'm gonna leave that little peach that's still in there, and here we go. So, so these are her midtones. Making sure her eyes are being sprayed. Spray behind the ears. Boom. It's as simple as that. Okay. That's not where she ends, but because I gotta go back and do her highlights. Same with the sister. Trying to spray around that hair. I could have broke him off like my other sister girl over here. Yeah. Boom. Okay. You see, I left a little highlight on her forehead, but hey, I'm gonna go back and do highlight from above on her. And all you're doing is adding gradients. This is the sister that's in the middle. She's not as dark as the last one. But that mahogany that I sprayed before is showing up darker than those reds. Works for me. Okay. She's still a wet, but it's all right. I have to dry her a little bit. Okay. Let her sit and I'll dry her. Let her dry a little bit. Okay, so let's put that back. Save it. I don't really need to flush that because, well, let's flush it. Because now I need to do some highlighting. So that's the color of her base. And this peach, it's a little lighter. So I'm gonna highlight with that peach. I could go lighter. These are my other colors that I have. So let's see how this looks first. And this is the Amp peach. I love this color. It's great. And let's get a little water in there. Trying to do things, too many hands. Sorry, y'all. Be more professional. Okay. Oops. All right, had to wash my brush up. Okay, let's go. See what we got here. All right, got some action. So I'm gonna take her from above. Make sure it's not too thin. And I'm barely spraying it. Barely spraying. There we go. Let's get her chin in there. Is that pretty? Is that pretty? I think so. Let's get Sister Girl in there. Same thing. Barely spraying. There it is. Let's get those lips. Don't overdo it. Now, with her, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add a little bit of that brown to it. Well, the rust to it. Not too much. Still a little bit more. See how that looks. If I don't like it, hey, fix it. do like it. Boom. Boom. Okay. Now, her, she's different. I can add her highlights. But there's something else I need to do because remember, she's dark skinned. So let's go ahead and make her dark skinned. I'll keep that. So I have this orange oxide. It's a good color. Remember, we're just doing gradients and taking each layer of skin to the next level. Drop my brush. Am I still in mute? Okay. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Okay. Orange oxide. I'm gonna go over this orange oxide with the next darker color. There's easier ways to do this, but I want to show you that you can use all the same base colors for every skin tone. I'm using that little orange oxide for the brown skin girl too. This Monument Hobby stuff is great. For sure. Yeah. Kind of look like Angela Bassett. Got a little mole. Got a little mole right there. That's from the 3D printer. Right. Let's see. I can still add a little bit of that to the little light bright. And you never heard that tone before. I'm a light-skinned black guy, and that's been a inner racism joke that I've heard my whole life. So sorry if you never heard that. But there we go. Okay, now with her, I'm gonna go another level up. Let's see what I got. That's gonna get me there. Okay, so I got mahogany. I got light umber. I got dark umber. I'll go with the dark umber. I'm gonna skip that light umber and go with the dark umber. See what it looks like first. Another cup. What is it? Don't need much. And I'm gonna water it down because I want to be able to see under that. It's like a wash almost. And I don't want it to be too dark. But it depends on how dark you want her to be now. Because there's so many levels of dark skin. It's not just one range. I watch other guys bring their models to the shows that I go to, and they all be like one color. There's no like variations, and actually there's no like highlights or anything. I'd be kind of mad. I'm like, bruh, have you ever been around anybody? Anybody black? Because you got all kind of nice freckles in your white guy and all kind of shading going on in your white characters, but it's just like he's got like all his Dominican baseball players all have the same skin tone as the Puerto Rican guys and all the same skin tone as his American black guys. I'm like, bro, take a class. Now, what I'm gonna do with her, I'm gonna highlight her again. But this is the skin tone I want for her. This is the mahogany. This is her. This is the Eve from Africa, original woman. Okay. And if I wanted to, let me see, because the brown skin girls still got a little bit of those features, but not so dark. But hey, right behind the ears, you can still hit her neck. When coming off that hairline, cheekbones, you can highlight it right there. You can hit it where her eye inserts are. Cheekbones right there. Boom. Boom. She's still in the middle. Because she's not this girl. But you can see that she's still in the ebony family. It's just her grandfather was white. That's all. She still can cook. All right, so let's highlight this girl. And what I'll do is I gotta spray this one out good. Definitely gotta spray that one out good. Let me see what. No, that's too light. I think I have something up here already that will highlight her good. Hmm. You don't want to go crazy though. Okay. Because you still want a little redness in it. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. It brought it all back together. See you, queen. Look at that. Boom. See that? You see that? Got a head like Rihanna. Do the same thing for this. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now, did that highlighting. Now it's time to go and add a little rouge to the face and cheekbones and all that. Okay. So that's something that I wanted to come back to. That was the no. We'll use that just in case we need it for some highlighting. I'm gonna take some of this magenta. Oops. Make sure there's no. That's enough. Get that good and watered down. Yeah, this is a good time for me to come in here and do a live. I tried to watch Peacemaker earlier, the first episode of Peacemaker, and had my wife in there with me, so she's mad. I don't write any episodes of Peacemaker. So if you've seen the first episode, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm in the doghouse for that. All right, so I'm adding a little pink to the neck. Lips, eyes, cheekbones, ear area. Got natural beauty right here. That one's ready to go. Can you see that? She's ready. This was easy. Ooh, sorry. That's not gonna get you. But she's ready for some eyeballs. Let's do the same thing for sister girl. Under the neck. And this is pretty watered down. Ears. Just bringing some life to the face. That's all. Mm-hmm. All right, sis. Same thing to you. And with this skin tone right here, you see it's doing it. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. So that mahogany that was under those cheekbones is popping out. Boom. Same thing will be with her. Hmm. Thanks, sis. Boom. Haha. I think I want. So this is like where I'm alone at home, and now is where I go and I'm adding that detail. I'm spraying as light as I can to put a little red in the area there. Boom. Same here. It is more prevalent in this one because she's a red bone. Hey, that's another black term you might not know. Red bone. That's a light skinned black person. A red bone. Hey, once again, hey, if you're watching this, thank you, and I will go back and answer any questions that are in the comments later. I don't do many lives, but you know why? You be making mistakes. But it's okay to make mistakes. People make them. Too much. Not too much. Had a little resin that was coming out the head of that one girl, and I printed that bad boy a few months back. Okay, so those girls are locked in. I want to go ahead and lock the you know what? I was gonna go ahead and put a clear coat on them, but I'll do that after. I'm gonna go ahead and I think we can go ahead and put some eyes on them, and put some lips on them and do their faces up. How about we do that? So let's get a palette out. Stop BSing. All right. I got a wet palette. It hasn't been refreshed in over a week, but here we are. Let's do it. Nothing wrong with this one. All right. So, with the white girl, I want to hit her with some dark pink. I'm gonna use that for everybody too. Let's see. Let's get that mahogany on here. Let's get some red on here also. Let's get some stuff that's not on the trestle board. Some titanium white. What else? Let's get some of this on there. Is that wet? Not wet enough. My new favorite color. And some frickin'. I think we got enough right here for right now. So I'm gonna have to break out my headgear. And we're gonna go get some lips in here. So, hopefully you don't see my head. I'm not the best at lips. But we did the skin tone already. So we're still sticking around. Ooh. You're watching me screw up some lips. But I'm trying to manage to stay out of the camera's view. So I'm using my iPhone and not my Sony, and still be able to knock this out. Got a little mistake. And I do have some stuff coming up soon. I'm working on Iron Spider from a man Scott, and I'm still working on Steelheart for my channel. And I think I will start back on the electronics for that tomorrow after church. And well, first we got to go to a pumpkin patch with the family. This is how I do my lips. Boom. Keep it simple. I'm gonna do the same thing with this sister right here. But that little pink, I'm gonna add a little bit of mahogany to that. You know that top looks darker than the bottom lip. don't look like the brat. BRAT. Kind of glossy. Oh yeah, it's resin in that dang head of hers. Dang, let me wipe that off. Okay. Next. Oh, keep these girls turn around so y'all can see them. Sorry about that. Hopefully y'all can see them. Oops, sorry. You notice I'm using these Money Hobby sable brushes now. They are a dream to paint with. As long as you keep them loaded with some paint. Hey, I'll take this one. Yeah, do nothing else to that one. Boom. It's pretty much the same with this girl. Scarface here. But this right here, hey, this is good practice. Just print out heads and practice painting them. Painting different skin tones, lips, whatever you know is holding you back or you want to perfect. Me, I ain't perfected nothing yet. I said this is my take on it. So my style is always evolving. So this is my take. Of course, I had color theory in college, and it helped. But a lot of us don't apply what we learn in college to our everyday practices. I know that's a fact. And everything that we're practicing in school, a lot of it didn't apply. But also, when you do stick to the basics, it's hard to fail. It's hard to fail when you stick to the basics. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Or when you see life as art and see color in life, it makes it easy. When you don't see people as like my man said, black. There's no one black. There's only shades of brown. There's no. I mean, we joked in school. Of course, there's racists that make the same jokes, but we joke in my community, calling people, purple and stuff like that. As kids, and that shit hurts. But ain't nobody purple. Nobody's blurple. That shit hurts. You hurt people's feelings when you think you can say that stuff, and that shit don't fly, man. You gotta, you gotta worry about what people think. You know, you gotta consider people's feelings. All right, so what I'm gonna do next, see if I can get some eyes in it. So I like to add a little deck tan to this, but I think deck tan is a little dark. It is a good base. So let's add a little white to that deck tan. Now, what I'm gonna do is going to go in, let's add a little bit of this white, and then a little bit of that flesh color. Trying to get a little flesh in there. And just go in and touch up the eyelids before I go in and add your eyes. Just a little bit. You too, sis. You get the same thing. Everybody's getting it. You getting pink. You getting pink. My hands starting to jitter a little bit. Gotta get comfortable. And same one over here. I think I will go back and add these. After these are finished, I will go back and add these as the thumbnail. I can't believe these bad boys still got resin on my phone. I printed these bad boys a few months back. Okay. Now, let's dry those eyes a little bit so we don't get no pink mixing up. Okay. Now, took that dip tan and I added a little bit of white to it. Which one? One for the zero. I can go back and fix it. Well, you know what? I still got to go back and do her eyeliner. So don't worry about it. Now, let's straighten this brush up. Not enough paint on the brush. You start to mess up more when you don't have enough paint on the brush. So yeah, keep that bad boy loaded and you won't have no problems. And sable brushes are known for being able to actually hold some paint. Okay, she's good. Let's get you in there. Try to keep the corners of the eyes with a little pink on them. It's all right. Huh. Still got 2 hours before Saturday Night Live. Plenty of time to finish these up. Yeah, tonight's the season opening of Saturday Night Live. I'll be 51 this year, well, this month, and I've been watching my whole life. So I don't care what people's thoughts are about the show. It's been something that I've watched my whole life, and I love it. Some of my favorite actors have come through there, the comedians and the musicians. That show's brought me through some times. I didn't have people around me. I was always a kid alone in my room, drawing and painting. Of course, I got siblings, but I like to be alone. Eyeliner with that. Cool. Huh? Let's get some black on it. And I'm gonna need a toothpick. I spilled my toothpicks. This next step takes a lot of skill and talent. Let's not make her cross eyes. I'm just marking it where I want the eyes to be. So that's not where it's gonna be permanent paint. That is ugly. Let's try to get you right, rat. Lazy eye. There we go. Alright. Just mark. I remember that I'm just marking where these eyeballs are pointing at. I want to give them googly eyes. That's perfect. Okay. Alright. So next, I need to choose a color. So with Wonder Woman, I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with, let's go with a green. So I'm gonna go with this jade first because my granddaughter's name is Jade. And then secondary color will be this green. Is that a new green? Yep. I gotta open it. Sorry. Sorry I'm not better prepared. I had this green open already. There we go. That's all we need. All right. So let's get her going now. So I want her base color. Make this jade. You can see that. Now, I'm going to take that green color, just go, I don't want too much. Give her green inside. Now, right? No, let's go with Dick 10. Take a little, mix a little Dick 10 on that. Just a, put that little sparkle in there. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Now, I'm going to take that same single black dot and put it right back in the middle. And when it's playing, cuff the back of that head. Just that. A little bit. Okay. Let those dry. Let's choose a color for light bright over here. I got the mahogany down, but I need a lighter color as my secondary color. I think I'll use this Vallejo. Matter of fact, let's try this orange oxide. Okay. Clean that brush. Okay. Film. The water on the brush. barrel. And like I said, the black dot was a guideliner, so I don't make her cross-eyed. A little bit. A little cross-eyed, a little bit. The problem is I don't have enough ammunition in my gun. I want to widen that eye up a little bit. There we go. Same over here. I want to look like she just looked into a bright ass light. I'm not worried about that. Getting on my eyelash. I'm gonna go back and paint those. Yeah, I like to do the eyelash last. Okay. Now, I think I'm gonna make my little sister here hazelite. Base that with a little light brown. And add a little bit of green to the mix. She's from New Orleans. So that add a little bit of deck tan to it. Back. I'd say those are hazel. Okay. Now I gotta get my black. Cut the back of the head. Dirty. Hot. Oh yeah. Side. There we go. Okay. Next up, brown. Ooh, you like a vampire. Fix that fast. when you have mistakes here, you can go back and touch them up with a toothpick or a smaller. Oh, speaking of which, or a smaller brush. Never be afraid to make mistakes. They're all fixable, most of them. Or, this one kind of works. Just add to this side and make it even. Yeah. Yeah. We'll screw it up more. Okay. I think I'll fix it before I move on. A little bit of white next time. Just like that. In words of ludicrous. Solid up that eye again. One bristle is messing up my vision. Just sticking out. Thank you. Okay. Now. Brown-eyed girl. Something on the chin. What it is. Okay. Black dot. Another black dot. Okay. All right. Last one is the mahogany. What's going on? Huh. Okay. Like that. Huh. Next, to close this out, I will do their eyeliner and eyebrows. So, I got this mahogany. Don't take much. I don't know whether it look like a streetwalker. You can use black. I like to use that mahogany. I think it's more natural looking. A little bit much on that, but this model ain't going on nothing. Or this head ain't going on no model. Okay, so I'll take that same mahogany and do her eyebrows. Oh, that sticks. Yeah, glue it in. Need that stick later. I don't remember who made these models. I think I bought them both on special STL. One is Monica Rambeau, uh, Captain Marvel, and the other is, of course, Wonder Woman. And she needs a touch-up job right there. I think I have the color here. Hold up. I said I was going to need that color later. Where is it at? Right there. I knew I was going to need that color later. Y'all heard me say it. Well, whoever's here. That's a good thing about these little brushes, man. You can get them. And this is a one. I still have smaller brushes. Oh. It's alright. Okay. Same mahogany. You see my paint palette is peeling up. So that means I can use a little bit more water over here. Sorry, I need to change this one out anyway, but I just needed to get this done tonight. Cause yo, I haven't done nothing all month of September. Of course, I did shows. So my last show here, I did a show at the casino in Portsmouth, Virginia, and it's pretty cool. And that was my first time going to the casino here, and they had a football game on. Of course, my Falcons beat Carolina Panthers. I mean, beat the. Not, I'm sorry. They did not beat the Carolina Panthers. I actually went to that game and that was the first time I took my wife to a football game. That was her first game ever, and the Falcons embarrassed me at that game. But no, they had the Commanders on at the casino, and the Falcons beat them while I was there. So I did get to enjoy that payback. But no, the week before, it was embarrassing. I drove all the way down to Charlotte, North Carolina, and watched my team get destroyed down there. As good as a team they are, they went down there and got embarrassed by a garbage team. But that's the way it goes. Sometimes a garbage team gotta show you that you need a little bit more work. You definitely need a little bit more work. And still do. Not to talk football on my art channel, but yeah. This up. People were talking junk to us while we were walking on the streets like they knew us. Of course, I'm gonna talk junk back. Carolina's not my team. It's never been a team of mine. And I grew up in North Carolina, but I was born in Georgia. But Carolina Panthers didn't come around until after I joined the Navy. So when I was new in the Navy, the Panthers and Jaguars were like the brand new team in the Navy. So yeah, they were not on my list. It was cool, to have a team from home, but yeah, I was just never a fan. When I moved when my family moved to North Carolina, the Redskins were the team that most of North Carolinians rooted for. So that was my number 2 team always, and it still is. But still, though, Atlanta is always my team. bad I didn't spray no varnish on them because it wouldn't have shown up on the camera good on here because um, it was showing up too shiny for the camera. Oops. Oops. But this was some good practice to get me back in the swing of things of filming. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for my next stuff. Like I said, I'll be doing Steel Heart for my next video. I've been working on that for a few months now because I had a couple commissions that I've been working on. So she's been on the back burner, but she's been right over there to my left, waiting for me to finish her up. She's all sanded. I just gotta wire her up because she should be lit. And I actually did a sword that I saw on Maker World. That was pretty cool. I need to do a video for that. Pretty cool. I did that one in filament. So yes, I still do FDM printing. I still like that. Because actually FDM printing sometimes a little bit more rewarding than filament. Especially when you get your printers down and do it. And all, I got a few, and they're all hidden. I be printing that Pokemon stuff for the shows. Yeah. So yeah, when they're working right, oh man. So like I printed my wife a Jack Skeleton figurine the other day, and she loved it. So I don't know how I'm still in the doghouse because I'll be coming through with a lot of cool stuff that I should be getting passes for things that I can't control. Boom. Okay. So we've got dark skinned sister. We've got a brown skinned sister. We've got a light skinned sister. Oh, it's not clash. It's not collide. And we got a white sister. And I pretty much use all the same paints or techniques. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you for stopping by or watching this later. And I will answer any questions later after I watch this. Thank you for watching this, and I will talk to you soon. Stay tuned, all right? Thank you once again watching my live. All right, guys? All right. Sorry it took so long to come in and make more videos, but I'm coming back. I promise. All right? Peace out.